I'm joined now by Craig Sher, is the head of product development at Discovery, and he joins me to discuss semi-gration, investments and retirement. Three concepts. Let's pull them all together before we get to how Discovery has responded.
All right, so I think one of the main concepts just to talk about here is the fact that a lot of the things we buy are related to overseas markets. We talk about semi-gration, moving overseas and that kind of thing. But the reality is, even staying in South Africa and just sort of buying things, the phone that you have, your computer, when you leave the studio, the car that you get into and how you fill it up, it's all very much related to the dollar, the rand-dollar exchange rate. And I think that's really where we focus. The fact that a lot of the things that we use on a day-to-day basis is very much based on overseas markets.
So you've come to the market, you've looked at that particular context that you've described, and you've brought to the market a product you're calling Discovery Invest Dollar Retirement Optimizer. Talk to us about the nuts and bolts of exactly what this optimizer is and how it works.
Okay, so the concept here is exactly in the same way as what we're consuming today is very much based on exchange rates and the dollar. That in fact, when you save for your retirement as well, you're going to need an income in retirement that also needs to be related to offshore markets and be protected in hard currency. So what we developed is something called the Retirement Optimizer. It works the same way as a retirement plan does in South Africa, so you contribute on an ongoing basis. What we do from Discovery side is we take your monthly contributions out of your South African bank account, we invest them offshore in US dollars for you, and we build up a retirement fund. And this fund is obviously in hard currency, it's exposed to overseas markets, and it really protects your investments in overseas currency. One of the features about the product is when you reach retirement at your sort of age 65, what this does is it's able to then convert your life cover that you have. You have ongoing life cover. It converts your life cover into cash at the same time. So you get your life cover out while you're alive in dollars overseas as well.
Target markets, who do you think is going to be latching on to this optimizer?
I guess pretty much for people who are building up a retirement fund. At the moment it is sort of for, I'd say, your middle to high income market. Really those where the basket of goods that they buy is more related to offshore markets. It's sort of not for someone who's living on bread and water that isn't as exposed, but sort of at a more global basket and retiring, really wanting to protect their retirement in dollars.
Talk to us about some of the maths and the forecasting you must have done in terms of the forecast that you see for the dollar, because there must be some degree of currency risk or currency fluctuation that you've had to think about as you put this product together.
Yeah, I think from our point of view, it's really based on the demand that we're seeing. We see, the dollar today, it's at sort of 12, I think, it's around there. It's incredibly volatile, and really every single day, every rand that you make, your salary is impacted because of the value of our rand. So the product is really designed around the need that people have to invest their retirements in dollars in offshore currency.
So let's say I'm part of your target market. I want to get in, and I'm semi-graded, and I'm jet setting from. Don't laugh. I'm trying to describe an ideal scenario here. So I'm jet setting between Milan and New York and Johannesburg. Advise us about how do I get started? How should I be thinking about this and going about it?
Right. So one of the core features here is it's not specifically for people who want to jet set around the world.
No, I'm already jet setting.
If you happen to be that's wonderful. It would work for you as well. But we really focused on making a very seamless process. So the same way as you would sign up for a debit order with any sort of unit trust company or an RA in South Africa, we do the same thing here. You fill out sort of an application form, you say how much you want to contribute. We then will reach into your account and pull out your monthly contributions according to what you want to invest, take it offshore, put it in dollars and invest it for you.
Now, it's all fair and good for us to always talk about the positives of the product, but let's talk about the other side of the coin, risks associated with this. Whatever you had to contend with as you put this product together, that this might be negative feedback from potential clients who want to take it up.
I think the product really goes live at the end of this month, so we don't have any feedback really from clients who have taken it out. One of the things that we obviously have to sort of bear in mind is that you know, this is for people who are saving offshore in a way. And you could very much have a situation where the rand strengthens. You know, it gets incredibly strong, and then it would have been better to invest locally.
Yeah.
But I think one of the concepts around this product is that it's a diversification tool. You know, you can put a portion of your money there. You can put a portion of your money in local investment offerings. And I think when used in the right context, it can be incredibly valuable.
Expectations in terms of how you hoping to do at the end of the month, numbers?
We're hoping to do very well. I mean, I suppose that's a poor answer, but the reality is it's a completely new product line. This is not something where we can sort of look at what we've done historically or what other companies have done historically. This is very much based on where, you know, an incremental piece to our business on top of it.
Craig, thank you so much for joining us.